My name is Lige Mims, owner of Big Fella Kicks, and you're watching A Seat at the Table.
What was the inspiration behind Big Fella Kicks?
Honestly, inspiration behind Big Fella Kicks was one of my fat friends. Being straightforward, it's one of my bigger friends. He loves shoes. I love shoes. I was like, I'm gonna start a company, and I'm gonna call it. It actually started off as Fat Guy Kicks, and then we changed it to Big Fella Kicks because it was more catchy.
For people who don't know what Big Fella Kicks is, can you explain it to them?
Yes, Big Fella Kicks is basically a shoe reseller. I'm a shoe reseller located in Jackson, Mississippi, and local areas, Canton, Madison, Ridgeland, and we buy wholesale and we resell to the customer base for lower prices or better prices than store prices.
So, are the shoes new?
They're new. Some are new, some are used, some are barely worn, some are dead stock. It just depends on your price range and what you're willing to spend on the shoe.
Okay. How did you get this idea?
I got this idea while being a pure sneakerhead. I seen so many people out here wearing different types of shoes, and fashion was turning over very fast, and I seen a lucrative business in the making and something that I enjoy doing. So I woke up one morning, I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. I did the proper paperwork, and now I'm sitting here actually going through my goals and my dreams.
What did it take to start the business?
What it took to start the business, it took one pair of shoes, God, faith, and humbleness.
For others that want to get into the sneaker business, do you have any sales reps?
Yes, I do have 2 sales reps right now. They're actually my best friends. Make sure you follow them at Guwap. His name is Khalil, and Love Don't Cost a Thing, and his name is actually Love. They're located here in Jackson. They're also on my social media platforms, so feel free to hit them up, ask them questions. Everything that I can't answer or can answer, they can answer for you. For qualifications, it's not really hard. I just want you to have the love for shoes and the passionate to post yourself out there. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. Don't be afraid to DM somebody and say, hey, are you interested in buying shoes? Are you interested in buying Nike sets or Nike clothes? I'm currently looking for a female sales rep. I'm looking for all female sales reps because if you know it or not, females are the ones that buy. They're the ones that buy most of the time. And they're the one that always going to get a male to buy for them. You know, this is just the word. That's how it goes. But yes, my 2 reps right now I have is Khalil and Love. Khalil's in Jackson, Love is in Batesville. But he goes back and forth between Jackson and Batesville, and they do pretty well. Khalil, he's doing really well. Within, I don't really want to count his pocket, but within the last 2-3 weeks, he probably made like $700-800. He's really pushing it though. He's grinding. When I tell you, he's popping up on houses. You know, you call, you say you need a 7.5. He leaves, stop what he's doing. He goes, he's gonna bring it to you. You know, here's your 7.5. Makes his boomerang on Instagram, post it. You know, on his business page and our business page. So, bam, the sales reps is where it's at.
Do you provide sales reps with inventory?
Yes, I provide all sales rep with inventory. They don't have to pay for anything. The only thing they do is get the product. I take the photos myself, so it's posted. You post it, you sell it. That's your commission. And as far as the commission go, I'll let you know. I give 40% of the profit on the commission. So if the shoe costs $100 and we sell it for $180, I give you 40% of the profit. So that $80, you get 40% of that, hands down. Not only that, I try to offer at least 1 pair of shoes every month to my sales rep. Like, hey, here's a token appreciation from me for you doing what you do. But that also comes with you pushing. And I judge that by, you know, your posts, your moves. If you're calling me, you're contacting me, you're letting me know, hey, I potentially got a potential buyer, this and that. But not only that, I give what I call alley hoops. I give alley hoops out to my reps. So meaning alley hoops is, say if a new customer that doesn't go through me, they hit me up and say, hey, I'm interested in buying a pair of Jordan 1s. I say, hey, okay, we have those in that size. Let me get you to my sales rep. So I pass that lead on to my sales rep, and it's on them to close. I'm basically giving them the commission, you know what I mean? Because I could say easily, hey, okay, we got that size. They're 180. Bam, make the transaction, keep the whole 80. You know, but I'm trying to spread the wealth, so I give alley-oops and I throw it up. I lob it to them, and if they slam dunk, they close the deal. They make the commission. Everybody's happy. I'm happy. They're happy. The customer's happy because they got product. And when the product comes in, or if we have to order it, they deliver it to them. Everybody's works out. So yeah.
How did the business grow within a month, 6 months, and a year?
First month was shaky. That was the building month. The building month was basically letting people know what I'm trying to do here. So getting people to trust me, getting people to know that, hey, everything is authentic. Because nowadays, a lot of people talk about, okay, is it authentic? Or is it real? Can I take this somewhere and get a legit check? Do I have to send you all my money up front? So within the first month and the 6th month, I built a reputation with customers. So I would get customers to purchase shoes, and I would get them to do a shout out, simple shout out on social media, like, hey, thanks for buying my shoes. I got my shoes from Big Fella Kicks. I appreciate it. And I made it my mission to get every customer who purchased a pair of shoes, give me a shout out in some way, form, or fashion, even if I had to beg them at times. And now I'm sitting here a year in. I have my customer base is so big, I don't even have to ask for it. It's like self-made. Like, they know when they get their shoes, we got to give him a shout out. Like, we got to let him know that y'all got to shop with him. So now I'm to the point where I get phone calls every day and they don't ask me about legit checks or anything. And we go through with the transaction.
What's the price range of your sneakers?
Air Max, the common core Air Max, was the ones you see everybody wear every day. They normally range from anywhere from $90 all the way to $140. Totally under retail. Most retail Air Max are like $180, pushing, $200, depending on if they just dropped or if they're a dead stock or something like that. Jordans, I normally try to do around retail, if not under retail, but Jordan is Jordan, so there's no beating Jordan. I see a lot of people getting into Yeezys now. That's something that the upper areas like Atlanta, Texas, Florida, those people are on those type of shoes already, and it's just now starting to trickle down in Mississippi. So I'm getting a lot of more people finding themselves interested in Yeezys. So we're dropping Yeezys on them now, like, hey, this is the swag, this is what everybody's learning, this is what they like, we're gonna give y'all the sauce.
How can you convince people to, or how can you express the importance of shopping within your own community for things such as shoes and clothes like that? How can you stress the importance to people?
Keeping the black dollar. Keeping it in the black dollar. You spend black dollar, you spend black money. It goes in the same circle. I try to support all black businesses from the jump, regardless of what we may think or what we may go through. But what I try to get people to understand is patience is key. Be patient with certain people, because a lot of us nowadays, we're working 3-4 jobs to maintain our daily life, status. And some of us are blessed enough to work one job and pay all our bills and live, in a very high end. But most of us, we're working 2-3 jobs. So this is not my only job. Like, I'm in the military. I work at UPS. I had a couple small businesses, like some restaurants and stuff that I was dipping into and in and out of. And I gave up a lot of that just to focus on Big Fella Kicks. So to go back to the question, you spend black dollar. Be patient and understand that we're human. We're not robots. We can't move like a robot would do. And we understand where people come from. So just be understanding and patient. That's all.
What's next?
What's next? I have so many people asking me to open up a store. I'm sorry to inform you, I will not be opening up any store anytime soon, because the market, it has actually flipped. The online sales right now are ridiculous. If you have an online Shopify or an online website, that's the way to go. You don't see too many people going out in stores and shopping malls and stuff like that, spending their money inside those lucrative places. So you have to keep that in mind. And not only that, you create overhead when you go into those places where you have to rent. You have to pay water, light, electricity, all that stuff. So keeping the budget down, you'll probably see me probably at the most buy a storage facility just to keep my sneakers in pristine, look and condition. Buy a storage facility, so when you call and you say, hey, I'm looking for this shoe, I pop the lock, I pull it up, say what you want, and go from there.
What's the most you've made within a week from shoe sales?
The least was like $5.
Wow.
I done made $5, but I'm appreciative because $5 showed me how I can make $100. $100 showed me how I can make 200. 200 showed me how I can make 300. But when I have a sale, the most I make in 1 week probably recently was about $6,000.
Wow.
Yeah, I made like $6,000 in 1 week. That was during our Air Max sale. Yeah.
Shout out to other business owners.
Of course, shout out to my big brother, Northside Lee. Shout out to Co-Stink. That was my family. They pushed me the most. Cortez, T-Joe, Jay. My family, of course, they pushed me. My dad, my mom, they pushed me. My grandparents, and my customers. They're like, just shout out to my customers. I appreciate y'all more than anything because y'all are the ones that's funding my family, and not only my family, pushing me to go harder because every day I wake up and it's like, okay, what can I do for my customers to make them happy? So I have some things in store for my customers that's coming in near future.
Have any local celebrities shop with Big Fella Kicks?
I have a few local and NFL stars that have shopped with us, and some upcoming athletes that's getting drafted. I have, of course, my best friend that actually selling with me. He's Khalil. He was in the draft this year. CJ Anderson, he's in the draft this year. They have shot with me. None, a famous party promoter here, has shot with me. Northside Lee, of course, has shot with me. Even DJ Montgomery, he plays football for the Cleveland Browns. He's a receiver. He has came down right now during the break and actually bought some Yeezys from us. So yes, those are a few people that have shot with us, and we're trying to expand. So if you know someone that's interested in shoes or even linking up, we do trades. You know, if you can do us a shout out, we'll try to get with you and get y'all some kicks. You know what I mean? Something like that. Just let us know. All right.
Anything else you want to say?
Always be humble. I grew up being humble and hungry. Something we talked about earlier today. And you be humble, you be hungry, you're gonna be great.
Shout out to a seat at the table.
Oh yeah, shout out to y'all. That's hands down. That's not even no question. I thought I didn't even have to mention that. You know what they say, what's understood ain't gotta be explained. There it is. It ain't gotta be explained. This has been an interview at the seat at the table. Tune in for the next podcast.